You're listening to Podcast PXN, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. Let's do this. What's up, guys? Welcome to Podcast PXN, episode 67. I am one of your hosts, Daniel Prindle, aka Dan is DTM on Twitter, and I am joined over Discord by the Nintendo aficionado, RauwRo. How was your Christmas? We are back for the final episode of 2020.
Whoa. Yes, I am doing good. I had a good Christmas. How was yours?
It was excellent. Fun times. Lots of gifts. Thank you to everyone watching us live and participating in the chat. Just as a reminder, we are live each and every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube. Just search Podcast PXN and you will find us on there. The topic of the show this week, RauwRo, is a reflection on our 2020 and our favorite moments in games this year. But first, the show always starts with the PXN news of the week, so let's go ahead and jump right in. RauwRo. First item on the PXN news of the week. This is not a surprise to anyone who watches this podcast and knows that I love Halo. So here we go, RauwRo. Keith David, you may have heard of Keith David. He's a little well-known actor, just a pretty much badass. He voices Arbiter in the Halo series, and we have not seen Arbiter at all for Halo Infinite. He has posted on Twitter, and this just made me flip out, let me just say. He posts a quote tweet towards someone who says, "Are you able to tell us if you're in Halo Infinite?" And he says, "I'd have to kill you." So,
I did see this, yeah.
RauwRo, I am very excited because that has to mean that he's freaking in Halo Infinite. Arbiter is in Halo Infinite. And I just got so excited. I had to include this news story that came in literally at the last second. So obviously you're not a huge fan of anything Halo yet. We will get you converted, but I'm sure you're a fan of Keith David and you're happy about this, right?
Definitely. Of course, like, as you said, Keith David, badass. But it's always cool to see returning characters from beloved franchises of fans of the characters, getting to see them come back. So this is good news. And like you said, he didn't say it, but he definitely said it by not saying it with his I'd have to kill you if I tell you sort of comment. So it's kind of confirming. I won't confirm or deny, but definitely confirming that he's returning. So it's definitely exciting for, as you said, for the Halo fans out there.
Yes, very much so. RauwRo, moving on, Sony is currently developing 7 TV shows and 3 movies based on PlayStation games. I thought this was an interesting story just because early on in the Xbox One generation, Microsoft was like funding their own movie and TV studio. I can't remember what they called it. Was it Xbox TV or something like that? They were creating that to like do this sort of thing, and people flipped out at the notion of that, and then they kind of pulled that back and was like, no, we're not doing that anymore, and completely shut down that entire operation, except for the Halo TV series coming to Showtime next year, RauwRo. But I thought this was super cool. Obviously, we already know about the Last of Us TV series coming to HBO. What else do we think? And obviously, Uncharted movie as well. I forgot about that. Right. What else do we think, or what else do we want to see come out of this arrangement?
There's 7 TV shows coming out from Sony. Like it's hard for me to think of 4.
Yeah.
Like I know they have their key. Like they've got Uncharted, which they're already doing.
Yeah.
The Last of Us, which they're already doing. That's 2 already.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know what it would like. God of War would be cool, but I don't know how that would look.
Be a TV show.
Yeah.
I can think of like maybe some animated shows that they could do. They could do Ratchet and Clank. They could do Sackboy animated shows. But for live action TV, there's I don't know what else they can pull from. I'm sure they have a lot. They have like Infamous, and there's some other things that they can do, but straight from my brain, it's hard for me to think of 7 iconic Sony things that I would love to see straight in the TV world. The Last of Us, I'm so happy they're making, because I would love more people to experience that story. Uncharted, I love the Uncharted games, so I'm hoping that the movie is going to be great. But 10 media things outside of video games, it's hard for me to think of what those might be. But I'm excited, definitely excited to see what they may be. But yeah, having a little hard time guessing what they might be.
I think you may be onto something with the animated thing, because I didn't even think about that. Like the Ratchet and Clank would totally be like a really cool cartoon or whatever. Like, oh, that would be good. I was kind of thinking like more of the lines of like maybe Heavy Rain or something like that, because like that's because that's like super story based and it was super like mysterious. I thought that sounded cool, like for a movie maybe.
They could definitely, like, because those games are basically movies, like the Quantic Dream ones. They could definitely have Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, the recent one that he did as well. Blank on the name, but yeah, those would be Detroit Become Human.
Yes.
So yeah, those would be great movies. I think.
Yes.
Detroit Become Human could be like a sort of Black Mirror sort of thing where they do different episodes.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be super cool. Yes.
So maybe there's a lot that they could do.
Yeah. Sony, pay us for these ideas now. All right. Moving on, RauwRo, to some more PlayStation news. This comes out of Kotaku, which says Dreams on PS4 is hurting from a lack of players currently. I thought that was kind of interesting because they talk about, obviously the struggles that Dreams has had in terms of getting players in there, but they talk about how there's thousands of creations in the game, and there's a lot of cool creations as well. Like, a lot of people are building cool stuff. It's just they're not getting enough people in there to actually experience the stuff, which is kind of unfortunate. And it just really reminds me of Project Spark on Xbox One, where it was stuck in a similar situation where it was such a cool creation tool and creation engine, but there was just not enough people playing it for it to warrant, being continued. And Microsoft did eventually shut down Project Spark in, I think, like 2015, maybe a year and a half after it came out, if that. So it does suck for Medium Molecule that it's not really catching fire the way that they probably hoped. But I don't know about you. What do you think, RauwRo? Do you think this is just a product of having a game that's essentially like a game creation engine?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do think that these types of games, there's a certain audience that loves these games, but that audience isn't that big. And the people that play the games usually leave after a while because they're going to play not real games, but games outside of the Dreams ecosystem, because there's some fantastic creations that are in there that could be standalone games for sure. If you take away the Dreams thing, like, there's some really talented creators in there, but I don't even know if putting this game on the PS5 would help it. I feel like the audience that wants to be in it is already there, and the people who aren't coming back to it have already left. I think this game would be really great on PC. I think that would help it a lot. I think there's a certain type of gamer that plays on PC that would love this, and there's a lot of people that already create games on PC that might find Dreams super accessible to start creating. I think PC would be a great place to kind of bolster their player number. I don't know if PlayStation would want that or would like that, or if Media Molecule is even thinking about doing something like that. But it is, these types of games definitely, their lifespan usually isn't that long. I don't think. I'm trying to think of other examples, but maybe that's my point, that I can't think of any other ones. Yeah. But it sucks because it is a fantastic game, and I did play it, and again, kind of furthering my point, I stopped playing after a while. Like, the month that it came out was kind of when I started and stopped with Dreams. But yeah. I definitely can't express enough how impressive it is that it's so accessible for people who don't know how to make games, are making these crazy games within the the space. So I think it's awesome, but again, really sad that it's kind of dying.
Yeah. Is that, do you know, do they have like a set of levels that they made for the game, similar to
Yes.
like Mario Maker? They do.
Yes, they have like there's like a story mode
Okay.
where like yeah, the Media Molecule people crafted their own sort of campaign that you play. You don't have to do that. You can go straight into the player made levels, but yeah, they made their own sort of game within Dreams as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I feel like that that should at least bring people in, I feel like, to, you know, get them interested, because a lot of people actually applauded Super Mario Maker 2 as being such a cool experience in terms of the Nintendo made levels. And yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
one example of a creation
Yeah.
game that works out.
That lasted, yeah, definitely. Not for a lack of Nintendo supporting it, especially with number two. But yeah, the community is definitely loves the Mario Maker game. So that is a good example of one that has lasted for a while. Yeah.
For sure. So I guess we'll see. Maybe this Kotaku news story will fire some people up and get them back into Dreams.
Yes.
Moving on, RauwRo, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 has gotten a new in-engine gameplay teaser. Came today. I just watched it today, and this is a game that is coming day one to Game Pass. That they just announced that, I believe, at their showcase event in July, I want to say. And actually, this in-engine look, and obviously this isn't like gameplay or anything like that, but it looks really, really cool, and like the atmosphere looks really cool. I just want to obviously see some gameplay on it. I want to see more about like what it's going to look like. But it really does give me a lot of vibes from Metro, which I love that franchise as well. And it just gives me like that post-apocalyptic-esque vibe with just so much grit and dirt, and it just looks good, RauwRo.
The grit and the dirt. Yeah, no, it does look good. And as you're saying, I do want to see some more gameplay, but the engine looks fantastic. Everything looks beautiful. The grit and the dirt looks lovely. But yeah, it definitely looks something that I would be afraid to play, but might try.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. That's a great Game Pass get for sure.
Yes.
To have it on there. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited to see more. I am trying to not get too excited off of cinematic trailers.
That's true.
Going forward, but sometimes I can't help myself.
Yes, I agreed. RauwRo, this is an official quote from you. Dirt and grit is lovely. 2020, RauwRo. Moving on, RauwRo, to our final news story. Yes, we have a very short news week this week, but we have something special coming up next. RauwRo, Nintendo and Reggie Fils-Aimé recently, this has come to light, had to politely decline an offer to work with Kanye West on a video game. All right, then. This is a 2020 news story, of course. I don't even know what to say to this. Like, Kanye West is trying to make a game. Didn't he make a game, like a mobile game or something?
So that's what I figured out from the story, that he wanted to, and he never did. He never finished it. It was, and according to this article, it was a game about players, us, guiding his mother to heaven, like holding it up to. He says, to the highest gates of heaven by holding her to the light was the idea of the game. It's like, okay, that sounds interesting. But yeah, he was trying to make a game. I don't think that ever came out. I think we would have put that on the news story as well if that came out. But yeah, he talked to Reggie talked to him, and they met somewhere, and they talked, and Kanye said he wanted to make a game and work with Nintendo, and Reggie was like, well, we really like putting out quality products, and I don't know if you would want to work with us. And Kanye was like, that's exactly why I want to work with you. And Reggie was like, well, no, sorry. He found a way to politely decline, but I just thought it was so interesting that Kanye is in the video game space. He wants to create some games. So I guess we'll see if he partners with somebody later down the line, but I was shocked, I say.
Yeah, that was a weird one. And
Yeah.
he said it was it happened at an E3 many years ago, and it's like, why is this just now coming up in
Yeah.
the news? Like, what the heck? It is, like you said, it's a little bizarre, but I don't know. Interesting. Uh, and actually, IGN's article does say Kanye's history with games extends beyond this one meeting, as he revealed he was working on a game titled Only One that would have players guiding. Oh, that's what you just said.
That's the one, yeah.
Oh, okay. While he
I didn't
was
know what it was called though.
okay.
Only one. Okay.
He announced the project in 2015, which is what I was thinking he had made something, but I guess I just heard about him announcing the project, which
Yeah.
all right.
Interesting.
Yeah, Kanye.
Well, I guess I'll have to wait until Kanye makes his video game developer debut.
Yeah, exactly. Lana Vines says Daniel in the chat. What's up, Lana Vines? Thank you for joining us. We're finished with the news this week, RauwRo. It was that quick.
Crazy.
So we are going into a special 20 questions segment of the podcast. This is a brand new segment we are doing, and we are going to essentially put up a game. Each of us is going to put up a game that we think that the other one is going to get, and you'll have 20 questions to try to guess what game it is. So I'll let you start, and I have the game pulled up on Wikipedia to help me with certain details to help me fill this in. But yes, we will. Let's, as Damon Hatfield says on GameScoop, let the questioning begin.
Okay. So, did this game release on the Xbox One?
No.
No. Okay. that. Oh no. It's not Halo. What?
Nope, it's not Halo. Okay. I picked something that I thought you would be able to get. So.
That I would be able. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me adjust my questioning then. Was it released on a Nintendo console?
No.
No. Okay. Was it released on a PlayStation console?
Yes.
Okay. Was this released in the past 4 years?
No.
No. Okay. Not in the last 4 years, PlayStation.
Yep.
Was it released in... Ooh.
It's a tough one.
I don't know if
it's not a tough one. I shouldn't throw you off by saying that.
Okay. Does it star a female or a male? Does it have a protagonist at all, I guess?
Rephrase your question, because typically yes or no questions for 20 questions. So
right. Does it have a female protagonist?
Wait, no.
Okay. Is it a first-person shooter?
No.
Is it a third-person shooter?
It has third-person shooting in it. I'll say that.
Okay. Is it in a franchise? Is it a franchise game, or is it a one-off? Or is it a franchise game?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. PlayStation franchises released in the past 4 years, or before then. Is it a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
Okay. Is it one of the Uncharted games?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. You're close.
I'm getting close. Okay, now I just have four choices then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you have to ask it in a way that you don't ask, is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it. Okay. So it can't be the one it can't be one of them for sure. Yeah. So is it, I'm trying to think of like plot. Does it have a, oh God. Is Chloe Fraser in this one?
No.
Okay. So is God dang it. All right. So Chloe's not in it. It's not 4. It's probably not 2. No. God. Trying to remember which ones Chloe was in for the original. I know she was in 2. Damn it. I'm trying to think of some other questions. Was there a plane in this one?
Gosh, was there a plane in this one?
A plane set piece.
Oh, okay, no.
No. Okay.
Because that would be Uncharted 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Was there a train set piece?
No.
Is it okay? All right, I think I know which one it is then.
Okay.
I hope. I'm trying to get the name.
Okay.
Is it? Come on.
You're looking for the full title.
Yes, I am. Is it Uncharted Drake's Fortune?
Yes, it is Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I think you got that in 12 or 13. I lost track at the end, but 12 or 13. That's pretty good.
Cutting it close.
That's pretty good, though. I mean, I don't anticipate me doing very well at this because my memory is terrible. So we will see. The only Resh said you should have asked who the developer was. That would have helped.
That is a good one. Yes, I get nervous when I'm doing these things.
Although typically they're yes or no questions, so that's why we're phrasing them that way.
I should have said was it developer Naughty Dog?
Yes,
but I had limited, dumbed it down a little bit. Yeah. I got there.
Yeah, you did.
But
you got there.
You got there eventually. But yes, that's a good question to ask. I'll keep that in mind for my next round.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready for the game, RauwRo.
Okay. So is it my turn to do your second one, or are you doing my?
You can give me one. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll yeah.
Okay. Then I am ready. I've got the article pulled up as well.
All right. Did this game come out on the Xbox One, PS4 generation?
Yes, it did.
Okay. Is this a established franchise?
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
That's hard for me to answer. I'll say.
Oh no.
I'll give you there's a sequel coming.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
There's a sequel coming, and it's okay. Is this a platform exclusive?
No.
Okay. Sequel is coming. It's a franchise. Okay. Is this published? What? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I have trouble saying that it's a franchise because there's only one of them.
One. Yeah.
There's only one of them right now, but there is one coming. Yeah. But yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Is this published by one of the big publishers that typically show up at like E3?
No.
No.
They are a big publisher though, but no.
They don't. Okay. Man, that doesn't help me.
They don't. They usually do their own thing. If that helps.
Okay.
Their own events.
Is this published by Activision?
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
No, it's not. No.
Okay. All right. That was a weird answer though. I'm questioning
answer. I know.
Why would that be a gray area?
Why would I say not exactly?
Not exactly. Is this published by or is this developed by Blizzard?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Okay. Did this game come out in 2016?
Yes, it did.
Is this Overwatch?
Yes, it is.
Let's go. That was good.
Nice.
Well done. That was very good.
That was very good. That was very, very good.
Man. Whew. You had me there for a second.
Well done.
Wow. All right. I guess we'll move on to my next one, RauwRo, for you.
Okay.
So, let the questioning begin.
Okay. Was this game, I liked your question, was this game released in the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 era?
It was not originally released during that era, no. Actually, is it even... Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, no. The answer is just no, then.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't?
No.
Okay. Okay, so was it released in the PS2, Xbox 360 era?
PS3, Xbox 360 era. It wasn't originally released in this era, but it was playable in this era.
Ooh, okay.
Well, I shouldn't say it that way because it's playable. Oh, freak.
No.
I'm giving you a lot of
Yeah.
hints here. But
okay.
It's still playable via backwards compatibility, if that helps you.
Okay. Hopefully it will eventually. Okay. Is this an RPG?
No.
It's not an RPG. Okay. Is it in a franchise? Are there multiple entries in this franchise?
Yes.
In this game? This game. Yes. Okay. Is it so it's not an RPG.
Nope.
It's a franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And it was released before the PlayStation 3.
Yep.
Is it a first-person shooter?
No.
Is it a third-person shooter?
There is third-person shooting in it, yes.
Third-person shooting, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a franchise.
Yep.
Is it part of the Resident Evil franchise?
No.
No, okay. I'm
kind of just hoping that you've played this, which I would assume you have, but
okay. There's definitely a possibility that I haven't.
Oh no!
Especially if it came out during that time.
Oh no!
Which is fine.
It is. It is a. I'll give you this. It is a well-known property. So.
Okay. Then it'll be embarrassing if I don't get it now. Oh no. Let's see. Is it a PlayStation exclusive?
No. Well, okay. When it originally released, I believe it was.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Ooh. Okay, so then that means it's come to other consoles eventually. Okay.
Yeah, I just confirmed it. It was originally an exclusive.
Oh man. Okay. Is it? Oh man, is it part of the? No, that would make sense. Dang it.
Wonder what game might have third-person shooting.
That's well known.
Well-known property. Originally a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh my god.
Anyone out there watching have any ideas?
Oh man. Okay. Was it published by? Oh god. A Japanese studio?
No.
Western studio. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh my god. Is it? my god, I'm so bad at this. I hate it.
It's hard. It's hard being put on the spotlight like that.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's a third person shooting.
Mhm.
PlayStation 2 era,
Yeah.
or it was released during that time. PlayStation exclusive for a time.
Yep.
Part of a franchise.
Mhm.
And it's well known.
Well
Obviously, I don't know it, but it's well known.
Oh, I think you know the franchise.
Okay. Oh man.
If you don't, you'd have to be under a rock somewhere.
Okay. So does it have a male protagonist?
Yes. That's
And is
10.
That's what, 10?
That's 10. You're halfway.
I thought you gave me a clue. I was like, its protagonist is 10 years old.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm halfway there.
No.
Is okay. Does this male protagonist have a partner? Okay.
No.
Okay,
I
darn
don't.
it.
I wouldn't
I was
call
onto
him I wouldn't call him having a partner. No.
Okay.
No.
Hmm.
Oh, did I just give you a hint that it was a guy?
I guess so. If I'm smart enough to take it as a hint, I should. Was this game rated T for teen?
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Okay. Was it rated M for mature?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that rules out a lot of stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It does indeed.
Or it should rule out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, true. You could ask if it's still around today, or like, yeah, or released somewhat soon, or I don't know. I don't know how you'd phrase that, but
is there going to be? Oh man. Okay. How would I phrase it? That's a good. So you said it's a franchise. Has there been a recent release in this franchise in the past 2 years?
In the past 2 years, no.
Past 5 years?
Yes. Wait, hang on.
No. Okay.
Well, no, actually. Sorry. No.
Shucks.
We're in 2020. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to think about that. So not in the last 5 years.
So that's 13 questions, I guess, right? Or 14?
Yeah. I think that's 15. Yeah.
15. Oh no.
I'm keeping track on my hands here.
Okay. Oh dear God. If anybody is in the chat and you know it, just say it. I don't mind. Okay.
Man. I did have to think about that in the last 5 years. I had to think to make sure that it wasn't. And it was not released in the last 5 years. So.
Oh dear. Is it? No, damn it. Okay, is M for mature?
Yeah.
Male protagonist.
Yep.
PlayStation exclusive.
Some third-person shooting going on in it.
Some third-person shooting, but it's not a third-person shooter.
Mm-hmm. Right. I wouldn't define it as a third-person shooter. Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to think about it quite hard to make sure that it wasn't released in the last 5 years. No game was released in the last 5 years from this property. But it is a huge franchise, so...
God damn it.
You could ask about the future, if there's any future games coming up.
Are there any future games coming up?
Well, it's a little tricky. I don't know how to answer that. There's definitely going to be another one coming. But there's there's how could I phrase this? It might be coming out again soon-ish.
Okay. Soon-ish, coming out again soon-ish. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have got it from that. Oh no. Oh no. Is it?
You're at 16. You still have 4 questions. You can get there. I believe you can get there.
I can get there.
And it's definitely a property you know. It is 100% a property you know.
Oh man.
The only problem is you're going to have to narrow down which game it is once you figure out which franchise it is.
Oh no. Okay. Let me see here. I'm doing some research before I ask my next question.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think I might be on.
I mean, let's just I'll recap for the audience here. So third-person shooter, or not third-person shooter, but third-person shooting going on in it. It is a well-established franchise. It is a very big franchise. There has not been a release in the last 5 years of this franchise. There is something coming soon from this franchise, but yeah, it's not exactly a new title. Yeah, I don't even remember what the other questions were, so.
Gosh darn it.
But, the only Resh has a guess.
Uh-oh.
I think they might know it.
I think they might know it, too.
I think they might know it.
Oh, my God. Okay, is it...
There's no partner. I remember that one. He doesn't have a partner.
Is it published by game developer? No, that's a Japanese one. Oh my god.
You could ask if it's. Oh, you already did. Yes.
Did.
Yeah. It's not.
It's
not Japanese.
It's a Western one. It's not Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It is a Western game from a big publisher. Wait, did we already say it's from a big publisher? Oh, I just gave you that one, I guess. Whoops.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. From a big publisher. I just gave you that one free of charge.
Okay. Is this big publisher only publishing on Sony consoles now?
No.
No.
So,
damn it.
Nope, that's 17. You have three questions left. And one of those has to be the game, so.
Yeah. Oh, so I only have 2 then. Oh my goodness.
Oh, she said Western game kills my guess. I think it's it. I can't tell who that is. The only Resh.
The only Resh. Western game kills your guess. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't feel too bad then, though. Oh no. Is this an... Oh. Does this game take place in the future?
No.
Okay. Oh, no.
You're down to 2.
I should have asked that one a lot sooner.
Oh no.
Okay.
I believe in you.
I don't believe in me at this point. Oh no.
Just start listing out, the biggest properties that you can think of, and just, try to think it through. I mean, just list them out. List them out to our viewers here.
Okay. I'm thinking well, it's not. That's why I was doing research. I searched up Mass Effect, and it's not Mass Effect. It came out PS3.
No. I wouldn't have picked Mass Effect. Even though that's a big franchise, I wouldn't have picked it. Because I know you aren't as familiar with that.
Yes. So if it's something I'm familiar with,
yes,
and I'm not getting it,
it is definitely something you're familiar with. You might have I didn't really think about it that well, because you might have an issue narrowing down which game it is, but you should be able to get the franchise.
Yeah. Okay.
At least
it's not Japanese.
Nope.
Because I could think of so many big PlayStation franchises. They're all, well, not so many, I guess. I'm thinking Final Fantasy. I'm thinking Kingdom Hearts. I'm thinking but those aren't no third person in that one, and neither of them.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear? Is it part of the Metal Gear franchise?
No.
No.
You have one guess left. All right, I'm gonna throw this out here for you.
Okay.
So, Call of Duty, they celebrate like selling, 20, 30 million copies every year. So, what franchise would be even bigger than Call of Duty that they would celebrate more than that? Did you get
more than Call of Duty, Activision, third person shooter?
It may not be Activision. Just in general, who's bigger than Call of Duty? Oh, I believe in you, RauwRo. I believe in you. You get there.
Who is bigger than Call of Duty?
Uh-huh. Where it's like an event when this releases.
Oh my goodness. I genuinely can't think of it.
All right, I'll give you a hint here.
Okay.
This developer released a game in the last 5 years, but it was not this franchise.
This franchise, okay.
But the franchise they're most known for is the one that I'm talking about. So,
okay. Let me see. Oh, did someone get it?
No. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I'm so upset.
The biggest franchise in the world.
In the world?
The biggest franchise. What do you think the big... Okay, I may be overstating it there, but it's one of the biggest game properties out there that's been around for a long time. And it's not Nintendo related, obviously.
Okay.
So, I mean, it may have been around PS1 era, but it might have looked like a different game back then. And then PS2 era kind of redefined this game franchise. And then PS3, and then PS4, and soon to be PS5 with the release next year of maybe a remaster of this game.
I am losing my mind right now.
I'm trying everything I can.
Oh, you were doing your utmost best, and I am upset that I am not getting it.
Right,
I'm not surprised again.
So what game has sold over 100 million copies, RauwRo? What franchise? Well, I guess what game, and then you'll get the franchise, I would think.
What game has... I go back to Call of Duty, though.
No!
Battlefield?
No, Call of Duty hasn't even sold that many copies. 100 million copies, RauwRo. Come on.
Gosh.
The biggest game to ever release. One of the biggest games. It stars 3 protagonists, RauwRo. Oh my gosh, no. You had to have played this game. At least I hope. Maybe you haven't. I don't know.
Maybe I haven't. Can you tell me what it is?
Okay, Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Have you played GTA 5?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. What is happening? Chat.
I'm upset because that was definitely...
I tried everything. So the actual game I was looking for was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. But yes, GTA 5 was the one I was saying was 100+ million copies. I tried, RauwRo. I tried to help you.
You did. You more than tried. You almost gave me the answer without giving me the answer. Oh my goodness. And that's funny because when I was doing my research, quote unquote research, obviously it wasn't research. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto did come up and I was like, could it be that?
Oh,
and I didn't guess.
Oh, that's why I was trying to get you to say like out loud because I was like, oh, I'll just give him a little hint when he does, and he didn't. You didn't. I was like, shit. The only rush as soon as you said 100+ million, I knew it was GTA. Had no idea. It didn't come to mind before that. Same. Wow.
Same.
I tried my hardest.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, that was
And
that was,
he
that was
thought
good.
thought Metal Gear at one point too, even though you said and I asked
Yeah.
not Japanese, and I still guessed Metal Gear. Hey, yay! What is wrong with me?
That's all right. All right. Do you have
Well,
another
my
one?
next one
Okay.
is yours was easy,
Okay.
but I didn't get it. Mine is hard.
Okay.
So
All right.
let's
Oh,
see if you'll get it.
it's hard. Okay.
Yes.
At least give me this. Would I be familiar with it? Do you think?
You would be familiar with the character,
Okay. All
I
right.
think.
All right. That's
It's
fair. That's fair.
yes.
That's fair.
And it's something that I'll give you a hint as well. It's part of my name, Nintendo aficionado. I'll
Oh.
limit it to that.
Oh, so it's
Yes,
Nintendo.
that's a big
Wow.
hint. Yes.
That's a big hint. Okay.
Yes. But I'm so confident you won't get it that I'm going to. I'm going to do that.
Did this game come out after January 1st, 2010?
Did it come out? No, it did not.
Okay. Did it come out after January 1st, 2000?
Yes, it did.
Okay, so it's in 2000 to 2010 range. Okay.
I'm just mad because I didn't get it. I'm just having my revenge now.
Did this game come out on GameCube originally?
No, it did not.
Okay. Did this game come out on Nintendo 64 originally?
No, it did not.
Okay. Did this come out on Wii originally?
No, it did not.
What?
I should be keeping track. Oh God.
I'm counting. I'm at
Okay.
this next one will be my 6.
Okay.
That has me
So
that has me
yeah.
perplexed.
So it's not on. I don't know if I should give you another hint or not.
No. You don't
Okay.
need to yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Is it on a handheld platform?
Yes.
Okay. All right. There's a few there. I don't remember when the 3DS came out. Is this on the DS?
Yes, it is. Thanks.
Oh, okay. All right. Gosh, this is a major blind spot for me because I didn't own a DS. I owned a 3DS. Shoot.
Think big Nintendo characters.
Okay. Does this have Mario in it?
It does not.
Okay. Is this in the Zelda universe?
It is not.
Frick. Let's see. What else could I ask you? Is this?
See ya, Only Rush. Thank you for joining us. See ya. Yes, 20 Rushes is definitely fun for sure.
Yes, it is. Man, I don't know what else. Is this in the Mario cinematic universe?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Mario. When you say Mario Cinematic Universe, what do you?
I just mean
do you
like the
like
Mushroom
Wario?
Kingdom, like those characters, like you know.
Okay. Then no.
Okay. All right. This is interesting. Okay.
So not Mario, not Zelda.
Man.
Whom else might it be?
Is this an Animal Crossing game?
It is not.
Okay. I just had to test that to see.
That's fair.
I don't even know if an Animal Crossing came out on DS.
Yes,
but,
there was. I think there was one.
All right.
City Folk, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure actually.
Let me think. And this is is this a well-known character?
Yes.
Okay.
I would personally say so. They're yes, I would say so. They are in Smash.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That is actually helpful. I just have to think of the million characters that have been in Smash in the history of it. Okay, is this does this star a female protagonist?
Ooh. Let me check if this. 1 second.
Okay.
I love how I have to research it.
Okay.
1
So
second,
it
let's
can't
see.
be Metroid then, because you would know that.
I would definitely know.
Yeah.
So,
So,
let me do something here.
Hmm.
I would say no, but I would also say it doesn't star on.
You would say what?
I would say no to that question, but I would also say that it doesn't star a male protagonist either. But it does have a protagonist. But it's neither male or female.
Is the protagonist a object like a ship or something like that?
No. It is a living or thing.
Not doing good, RauwRo. I'm on question 14, about to do 15.
Let me see. It's
what in the world?
I'm trying to see what I can say without saying it. It has this character likes to eat things.
Is it Kirby? Is Kirby in this game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So all right.
Yes.
Let me just do some research because I don't know DS games. That does help though. Okay, that narrows it down a little bit. Okay. There's quite a few Kirby games during the DS era, apparently. So, man, now I just have to figure this out here. Does this version of Kirby, I don't even know how to phrase this. Does this Kirby game have multiple games in one package?
No.
Okay.
It's the game.
All right, so
Yes, one game.
was that 6? That was 16? So
Yes.
I have 3 guesses left. And there's 4 games left. Is this like a stylized version of Kirby? Like, is he like in a different form, like a, different texture, so to speak?
And no.
Okay. All right, I got 2 more guesses. And then I just have to throw Hail Mary if I don't get the one. Oh, man. And I don't even know what's in these games. I'm just going based on what their covers look like.
Definitely.
Does this game have a lot of Kirby's attacking at once?
No, it doesn't.
Oh no! Now I have to throw up a Hail Mary between one or the other. Oh gosh! All right. Actually, no. I should know which one it is then. I think because it's not. It can't be that one because of the collection. So I'm gonna say, is this Kirby Squeak Squad?
Yes, it is.
Let's go! Woo!
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I know nothing about DS games.
That was amazing.
That was a tight finish there.
Yes, but you got there. Holy moly!
I did.
I love that game though.
that was a ton of fun, RauwRo. That was great.
Yes, it was fun.
We should do that more often on here. It was
for sure
a lot of fun.
Oh my god!
Actually, that was my original pitch for the podcast, was to Sean that we should do 20 questions as like the featured thing or whatever for the podcast. And he's like, no, that's too, everyone's already doing that. And I'm like, and he also said, but also with one other person, it doesn't work that well. It's like, that actually worked pretty well, I thought. But
yeah, it is definitely fun. Well, if you're me, it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah,
but
no,
it definitely is fun.
I would have not gotten there if you hadn't helped me along the way, because DS is literally a blind spot for me. So moving into our games we were playing, RauwRo, we're actually running late, and we had no news story. How does that work? That's all right. RauwRo, I've just been playing Gears 5. I played a little bit. Actually, that's a lie. I've been playing MCC, but that's that's normal. I played Gears 5 with one of my friends. He asked me to play with him. He just got a Series X, and this is his first time playing Gears 5 campaign. And man, that game is freaking gorgeous on Series X, and it runs so good, 60 frames per second. Oh. That is, I'm excited to see what Coalition does with Unreal Engine 5, assuming they use Unreal Engine 5 for Gears 6, because, man, they are very talented at making things look good. So,
Definitely.
that's all I got.
What have I been playing? I have been playing Hades a lot recently. So that's a game that I picked up a while ago, but I recently got the Switch because of cross saves, and I was like, okay, I'll pick it up there. It's on sale, and I've definitely been investing a lot more time on it there. And I've gotten so close, Daniel, to beating the final boss. I won't spoil it, but so close, so close. And then, of course, as since it's a roguelike, when you die, you start over.
Yeah.
So I'm back at the beginning. I was like, oh. But it's definitely a game. It doesn't take long to get back to the final boss because the runs are like, I'd say 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how good you are to reach the end. But it's okay because, as you obviously know, there's a lot of story in this. So when you die, you come back and you get to talk to the other characters. So it's been good to explore the other stories that I haven't seen yet, but and also stories that have expanded since I've gotten so much further up the levels. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. Definitely understand. Well, I knew why I was on Game of the Year but now I really understand getting so close and still wanting to go back and keep trying to reach that level again. It's definitely got its hooks in me again. So I'm loving Hades a lot.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds like something I would just get infuriated by. I get to the final boss and it says, "Oh, start over. You died." Oh god.
And what's even more infuriating that might infuriate you even more is that I beat him, but he did that thing that what bosses do when they die and they have an extra health bar. So I beat him, and then he comes back with an extra health bar. And I'm like, I have to do this again. And I died. Of course I died. How I survived? But yeah, that was very upsetting.
Does your character get more powers and stuff each time you die, or like help you out more?
You start fresh every time, but as you're reaching each level, you get stronger and you get new powers, and you choose which one progress through the rooms. So you're kind of building him up as you get closer and closer to the final boss. So you're already pretty beefed up by the time you get to the final room. But when you first start off, you don't have anything, but the enemies are super weak at the beginning anyway. So yeah.
Ugh, man, that is rough.
Yeah, it was rough.
Moving into the topic of the show, RauwRo, I thought it would be cool to kind of highlight our favorite moments and kind of, if there's anything stand out from 2020 in terms of games, and it doesn't even have to just be, necessarily something in a game or experience in a game. It can be, but it can also be like, something being announced or something game related happening this year. I have a couple things. One of my things I think is it has to be, as everyone knows, and we watched us live on our reactions for the Game Awards. Perfect Dark being announced on the Game Awards was definitely a highlight for me because that was just so awesome, and it was such an iconic game back on N64 that I just loved so much, and loved GoldenEye and loved all of Rare back then. So seeing that game come back and being made by a so to speak quadruple A studio is just so exciting. And if you have not seen my reaction, you will know how excited I was when it was Perfect Dark revealed. But yes, I think that has to be probably my top moment from this year, RauwRo. What's one of your top moments?
I would have to say, and I every time I'm about to mention the game, I always preface it by saying I know how controversial it is,
Yep.
but The Last of Us Part 2 finally coming out, and I I I won't talk too much about the game itself, but it finally being released was huge for me because I love the first game to death.
Hmm.
And I remember when 20 it was announced in 2016, and I was in this house on the stairs watching it on my phone at PXX, and I started stomping on the ground and like getting super excited and giddy on the stairs. And my mom's like, what's wrong?" It's like The Last of Us Part 2 just got released or just got announced. And I just remember that moment, like how excited I was for that announcement. And it finally coming here to me, it delivered. I love the story. I was hooked the entire time. And yeah, that is definitely a huge highlight for me, finally being able to play that game after waiting 7 years, I guess. I wasn't always thinking that it was going to come when The Last of Us ended, but I always wanted more
Yeah.
from Naughty Dog and The Last of Us universe, and I still hope they do more. Again, I'm happy as I was in 2013, fine with them finishing it. But if they want to do more, I am always open for more because I just love that world, the characters, and the stories that they have been telling. So
Mhm.
I am totally open for more. So The Last of Us releasing was definitely huge for me because of how much I just love those characters and that world.
Yeah. Yeah, that release or reveal, I mean, was really
Yeah, it
freaking
was
awesome.
so good.
Yeah,
So good.
that was really
With
cool.
the guitar and Joel coming in. Oh man. Jeez.
Hmm.
That was a good trailer. That was a good trailer.
Absolutely. RauwRo, my next favorite thing of this year was, and I've talked about this before again on this podcast, but the end of Spider-Man Miles Morales. It was just after playing that entire experience and that whole story of, Miles and how unique he is and the situation he is, and really that game helps me, like, fill a role that I don't live on a day-to-day basis. It was cool seeing a character that isn't necessarily the same as me or like me, and like just getting all of that and all of the story and Miles's mother, and I just love all of that and the culture that they had in that game. It just was very, very Miles Morales, and I loved it. And like I said a million times before, the ending when that guy shouts out, "Yeah, yeah," and I don't want to
Yeah.
reveal what he
Don't
says because
spoil it,
it's kind of spoiled. But I was just like fist pumping. I was like, "Yes, let's go! That's awesome!" But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite moments in games this year that were actually in game things.
yeah, definitely. That was I know the moment you're talking about, of course. And yeah, it was definitely a get
Yeah.
hype moment. This one actually happened a bit recently, and maybe I won't talk about it for too long, but it is something that is in games, but not really at the same time. But my girlfriend got a Nintendo Switch for Christmas,
Hmm.
and that has been super exciting for me and for her. Obviously, she got a Switch, but exciting for me because I love video games, and being able to for her to play games that I've tried or games that she seems to be interested in, and just see her play those games that I've loved for so long is really cool to see,
Yeah.
and to just talk to her about those sort of things, because sometimes you don't always have somebody to talk to you about video games, and having your partner being there to talk to you about video games is cool. So I've been having fun playing some video games with her, and she's always been super open to playing video games with her. So it's with me. So it's not anything new, but it is cool that we're going to be able to play Mario Kart when we're not together and stuff like that. So I'm super excited to explore that part of our relationship a bit
Yeah.
more in gaming for sure. So that is definitely a highlight for me in the video game 2020 space, I guess. But yeah, definitely cool. Always good to have more people to play video games with, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, that's super cool. Like
Yeah.
just having somebody who's, so close to you, being able to share those experiences is really awesome.
Yeah. And
Um,
she introduced me to a game like Little Nightmares, actually.
oh
Like
wow.
I've always been super scared to play horror games,
Yeah.
and then we saw the demo for Little Nightmares 2, and we played it together. And I'm like, this is actually awesome. And then I downloaded it myself, and she downloaded it, and she got further than I did in Little Nightmares before I did. And I was like, how do you get past this part? And she was telling me how to get past this part. And I was like, this is so cool. But yeah, it's cool that she, just cool.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
RauwRo, my last moment I wanted to highlight is Halo the Master Chief Collection is finally in literally the best state that it's ever been, and it just makes me so happy because they started this effort last December in porting all of the games to PC, and they said it would be there. All of the games would be there on PC after 1 year, and here we are 1 year later, and they fully delivered. Every single Halo game is on PC, fully optimized for PC, which is just awesome. And it just feels so good as a Halo fan to have new stuff out there for a game that has a collection of games that are so old, yet we are getting new content in there. Like, they're literally releasing new armor, like brand new armor for Halo 3 in the next season that's coming in January or February. They're releasing brand new armor that was never released on Xbox 360 Halo 3, which is just, that's mind-blowing. Like, that, I don't know that that's ever happened before in any game in history, where you're essentially taking a game that's 13 years old and adding new content to it. And before this, they had already been adding like skins and stuff like that, like cosmetic stuff, but this is actually very significant because it's like, it's new armor. Like, what? I don't know. I'm just super happy with how 343 has handled the whole situation, and super proud to be in the Halo community because it was obviously in a very bad state in 2014 when it was released, and I think it was over ambition and all of that, and it just wasn't ready, and many other factors. But many props to 343 for continuing to stick with Master Chief Collection and actually getting it in a fantastic state today. So, is there any other highlights you have for this year, RauwRo?
The only one that I'll really touch on is Animal Crossing, I guess. Has been a super great escape for everybody. I'm sure it's been said on this podcast. It's been said a lot of times, but it has been a super great place to escape to in 2020, and just having a happy place to go to talk to cute animals and make your paradise. And it's been a really cool place to escape to. And 2020 was a place that you wanted to escape from at times. So
true.
It came at a perfect time. Like, I remember it was supposed to release in 2019, and then people were asking Nintendo when it got delayed to 2020. Mm-hmm. People were literally begging Nintendo to just release, please, just give it to us now. Just release it a day before. It's okay. Just do it. And then it just came at the perfect time, the absolute perfect time. So Animal Crossing has definitely been a highlight for me. It's still something that I'm playing to this day, and I don't see myself slowing down anytime soon. I'm sure I will eventually, but it's definitely lingered for longer than I expected. But yeah, having a blast with Animal Crossing for sure. Still.
So here's a question for you, RauwRo. Do you think that you've spent more hours in Animal Crossing than I've spent in Master Chief Collection?
Ooh. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. I might be close though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm sure you're close. I mean, I play a lot of Master Chief Collection though. Yeah. Oh gosh. All right. Well, anything else before we close out the show here, RauwRo?
No, that is it. I'm excited for the new year of video games that's to come.
It's gonna be so good. 2021. Yes. Halo Infinite Game of the Year. I'm calling it right now. I called it in January. Yeah. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Thank you again to everyone joining us both live on YouTube and on podcast services everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, and Stitcher. Thank you, RauwRo. I am Daniel. This has been Podcast PXN, and we are out. Much love and keep on gaming.
See ya.